Welcome to now week one of MPAI 5600 here at Georgetown University. Welcome to the course. I saw a lot of course introductions. I think we're going to have a great class this week. I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to get everyone's inputs and be able to share information and learn from you as much as you learn from me. I think the roster I saw and the introductions, I think we have everyone from brand new undergrads to people who've been in the military for 10, 15 years, and I think we can learn a lot from each other. So just got an announcement. I already saw this. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with the modules. Week one is supposed to start now. This is where you officially start doing class, start participating in the discussion section. For that first few days, it was just introductions and getting people registered. The class is meant to be week to week to week. So we're all kind of reading the same thing and participating in the discussion with the same kind of information understanding. And I also give guidance on the discussions in weekly YouTubes that you'll see. So let's not get ahead of ourselves going forward. Just try and keep it week to week. And if there's issues or some people are deployed overseas or have work commitments, I understand that. Just let me know. But for the most part, I want to keep people in the same modules at the same time. Two more announcements. ChatGPT. I'm going to be honest, as a university and academia, we haven't solved this problem. And I have a feeling people have been using it in my previous classes. I will just say that I've caught people using it, and the questions that we have in the discussion board, and particularly the papers, are specific enough that I don't think the generative AI is going to let's just say it's going to be easy for me to pick it out when I look at your work. So you can take the risk of using ChatGPT, but you take a huge risk by doing it. And if I see it, I have to report it to the academic board. But more importantly, you are in this program to learn. And the act of writing, the act of being able to take data and summarize it and analyze it and draw conclusions from that is part of your education. You're cheating yourself if you use generative AI for your work. So I just want to keep that in mind. And then what I want you also to put on a date on October 21st for my in-person class. I'm going to go to Capitol Hill and we're going to do a analysis of the January 6th 2021 insurrection against the Capitol. And for my in-person class, I do it on site on Capitol Hill. So I want to invite anybody in the local area that wants to participate. I think it's a good event. I think you'll get a better understanding of what's going on January 6th. If you're out of the area, feel free to zoom in. And I usually have, if there's interest, I'll usually have a second phone and someone will follow me on Zoom and you can participate that way. So I want to just have you guys mark your calendars for that if you're local or if you want to participate in Zoom. And we'll do that Monday, October 21st here in the Capitol. And also, I just want to also be clear, I don't know how this next election cycle is going to work. I don't think anybody does. So I want people to start thinking about that now, thinking about what happened last election, but also think, is that the old fight? Are we going to have something new come up this year? Is there going to be an increase in violence? Is there going to be no violence? Just start thinking through that for the rest of the semester. So week one. This is really an introduction to intelligence. Some of you from your background probably know a lot of these terms and topics that I'm going to cover, but many of you probably have no idea what the intelligence cycle is and how intelligence processes work. So this is designed to give you an introduction to that. So, participate in it, look at what the intelligence cycle is, There's what you read about, or what you will read about in the Lowenthal, and then there's kind of my take on it, which you'll see in the lecture. What more importantly I want you to do is think about the intelligence cycle and apply it to the COVID-19 case study. There's a lot of case studies that we're going to be talking about that happened, decades ago. This is obviously fresh in everyone's mind. Everyone was old enough to remember that. And what I want you to do is think as we go through the lectures and go through the videos and go through your own memory, where could there have been warning for COVID? Where could the intelligence community have warned? Did the intelligence community warn and was not receptive to policymakers? What different assets could have collected information to better warn policymakers? And what could have been done to mitigate the risk if the intelligence was a lot more succinct? So that's the case study. I look forward to your analysis on the COVID-19 case study, and I look forward to if there's any questions or issues. But again, as I mentioned, it looks like a great class, and I'm looking forward to this semester.